Well, we've got the market opening rates coming up. 70 points lower on the Nifty, 180 points down on the Sensex is what we have. And it's down and, I mean, it's not down and out, but it's down. It's not a, that's it. I mean, let's just look at specifics, right? I mean, straight up, Nifty Bank down about 1/3%. I think mid-cap index will come up on your screen. The small-cap index will come up. The Nifty Bank is down about 1/3. Mid-cap index is down 1/4. And the small-cap index has got green. IT is, of course, gaining. It's got 0.5% plus gain. Infy reports later today. LTIMindtree would be reacting to earnings. But it's all about stocks, so let's get straight into it. Sonia.
Yeah, it is all about stocks, absolutely, Prashant. So let's look at Asian Paints, right? Because that one is the big mover on the downside. Asian Paints is actually down almost about, well, it's going to come up in just a bit, I guess. About 2% on Asian Paints. That's the last time I checked. But apart from that, you have a whole host of other stocks. Eicher Motors is also down about 1.5%. So just don't lose sight of that. Bajaj Auto has been in focus. A lot of brokerages have raised their target price on Bajaj Auto. So that one is looking pretty good. And then you have LTIMindtree, which is really the stock of the moment. 3% higher in a falling market. LTIMindtree. So that stock is up and gaining on volumes as well. IDBI Bank is a stock that's up almost about 4%. So keep an eye out on IDBI Bank. It's actually bucking the market trend this morning, and volumes are also picking up over there. And in terms of results today, you have Infosys, there's Polycab, which is under a bit of pressure, down about 1% ahead of its numbers today. A couple of others as well, like Havels are coming out with numbers today. Tata Communications is coming out with its numbers today. L&T Tech, Persistent Systems is coming out. And after the good showing from LTIMindtree, Persistent Systems has in any case been hitting new highs. So that one is looking pretty good. By the way, sources saying that RBI has submitted a report on the divestment of IDBI Bank, and that's the reason why you're seeing the stock up almost about 4% right now. Apart from that, some more earnings impact. L&T Finance is up in the green right now. LTIMindtree holding up, as we said earlier. And a couple of these smaller names also. By the way, Bajaj Auto is now down 2.5%. Volumes are also picking up on Bajaj Auto. Maybe some profit-taking. Numbers were pretty good. There was no problems about that. And good response to its new launch as well in the CNG bike. So Bajaj Auto now under pressure. Bharti Airtel, by the way, is holding up. Bharti Airtel is up about 0.2% in a falling market. Its subscriber numbers do look good. So that stock is holding up now.
Well, that's right, Sonia. Quite a few stocks flying away. I think Just Dial, that's the result. Reaction of the morning on the upside. The revenues are up by close to around 14%. The margins are around 29%. The stock is up close to 10% as we speak. Bajaj Electric, Mr. Anuj Podar has resigned as the MD and CEO. He's going to be exploring an external opportunity. On the back of that, remember, he's the one who turned the company around, and the street was betting on him continuing. But that isn't the case, so that's why that stock is down close to around 2.5% to around 3%. We highlighted this earlier this morning as well, that gold prices are hitting fresh all-time highs. And Muthoot and Manappuram, well, they'll be in focus. Both of them are moving up, both of them well in the green. Manappuram is doing a little bit better because it has that valuation comfort as well. So that stock up and about. On the downside, the result reaction that's catching your attention is Elcon Engineering. The EBITDA number has contracted by around 8%. The margins as well have seen some bit of a contraction. And that explains why, that stock, I think, let's get up Elcon Engineering. I think the stock was down close to around 10%. It's still down close to 9%. KEC International, they have bagged orders, T&D orders of around 1,100 crores. So the first tick was well in the green in India, Middle East, Australia, as well as the United States. But that's seen some bit of a flattening. No, pull up KEC. Yeah, KEC, that's the one. Still up close to around 4%. Vascon Engineering, well, it saw a big run-up in anticipation of this particular announcement. They have divested the entire stake in GMP Technical for around 157 crore rupees. This is a lower margin business. It lightens the balance sheet as well. For the time being, because the stock ran up more than 10% in Tuesday's trading session, it's come in for some profit taking.
Okay, well, those are individual names. The index is down about, 45 points. And we're at about 24,570 at this stage. Just maybe take a quick look once again on some of the other names. IREDA is down about 4.5%. By the way, it's almost exactly 1:1 in terms of advances to decline ratio. And stocks at about 260, IREDA. HAL, that is Hindustan Aeronautics, is down about 3%, 5157. There is Zomato. There was that big block deal in Motilal Oswal which I think is a very large holding, and they've, of course, bought in very early and almost trebled, if not if the gains have been more, I mean, for Motilal than any other investor in Zomato of size. Stocks down 3%. Other investors, of course, have bought in that block, but stocks down. Z, we mentioned Z, I think 6% lower, 146 on Z. It's got some large volumes on it, 6.5 million shares on Z. Hoodco is down about 2.5%. Nigel mentioned Elecon. Elecon is down 9% now. Yeah, 9%. So 1186 on Elecon. Ircon is down 2.5%. Dixon is down 2.5%. Cochin Shipyard is down 3%. I mean, you know, on the downside, straight out of the gates, lot of volume. Eicher Motors is down about 1 3/4, and so it goes. Max Health is down 2.5%. Zaggle is down about 2.5%. Crompton is down 2%, and I could go on with some of these names. Now, if you look at the market breadth, it's more down. 1,300 stocks are down, and about 860 stocks are higher at this stage. India Cements is the biggest volume-led gainer out there. I mean, the buzz and expectation, of course, has been that open offer, if and when Ultratech decides to go for it, and India Cements goes on from being just a financial investment to being a more strategic one. So we'll see 338, 340 in India Cements. There's Just Dial, which is up 11%. KEC is up about 3%. Aadhar Housing Finance, we had the company with us on Tuesday, the last trading session, 4% higher on Aadhar Housing Finance, stocks at about 474. Torrent Power and Hudson, dairy companies, Hudson, Dodla Dairy, Parag Milk, they were all up between 5-6% on Tuesday. I can spot one of them, that's Hudson, which of course reported numbers as well, and stocks higher right now. So enough and more right now going on in the market. Lawrence